Does it come in black?
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? I am Pino and welcome back to my corner, guys. Today we are going to talk about Rachel Zegler. I'm pretty sure we all know who she is, but if you don't, she's going to play Snow White in the upcoming movie Snow White. It seems like Disney is having another The Little Mermaid situation, if you know what I mean. They are taking old great movies and changing them to make them bad. And you can't deny it. They're bad movies. I am so tired of all this inclusivity modern day movies are making. It's like this pushed ideology we should include everybody, except white straight men, because they're evil. They oppress us. For example, in Peter Pan and the Wendy, the flying thing, wait, the fairy, yeah, they made her black. Peter Pan is now Indian, okay, but guess who didn't change? They didn't change Captain Hook. That is, of course, the villain of the movie. I didn't watch the movie, but I'm pretty sure he isn't gay or transgender. The thing that annoys me so much is how they take old movies and change every character. The Little Mermaid, boom, black. Peter Pan, boom, Indian. Snow White, boom, black. The fairy thing, boom, black. This is crazy to me. The name Snow White literally refers to the character's skin color, that is supposed to be white as snow. Now, I am not a detective, but there's something off. Anyways, today I just wanted to talk about the actress and what she's saying online. And yeah, let's start the video.
2022 version of Snow White. What did you mean by that?
I mean, you know, the original cartoon came out in 1937, and very evidently so.
That was not funny. Why are you laughing?
There's a big focus on her love story with a guy who literally stalks her.
Yeah.
Weird.
Are you real? Why do you act like this? Weird. Are you on drugs? Okay, I just checked. She's pretty young, so maybe she isn't used to be on camera. I don't know, but that doesn't change the fact that this is pretty cringe.
So we didn't do that this time.
So no Prince or a different kind of Prince?
We have a different approach to what I'm sure a lot of people will assume is a love story just because, like, we cast a guy in the movie,
Right.
Andrew Burnap, great dude.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that I think everyone's going to have their assumptions about what it's actually going to be, but it's really not about the love story at all, which is really, really wonderful. And whether or not she finds love along the way is anybody's guess until 2024. All of Andrew's scenes could get cut. Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby. But it's one of those.
It's Hollywood, baby. Rachel, you are in 3 movies. Who you think you are? You don't have the right to say it's Hollywood, baby. I didn't even know who you were before the announcement of Snow White. Stay humble. Is it that difficult?
To stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed online.
The fact that that wasn't ironic really just makes me angry. I'm going to ask you this again. Who you think you are? Explain to me why you have to be paid when someone is watching the movie. There is literally no reason. The movie wasn't written by you. It wasn't directed by you. The sets weren't designed by you. The costumes weren't done by you. All you had to do was to remember some lines of the character you don't even like. And the only reason you've been casted, I am pretty sure, wasn't because you're such a great actress that they had no choice, but because of your appearance, which even that wasn't made by you. Ungrateful. That's what she is.
I watched it once and then I never picked it up again. Like, I'm being so serious. I watched it once and then I went on the ride in Disney World, which was called Snow White's Scary Adventures. Doesn't sound like something a little kid would like. Was terrified of it. Never revisited Snow White again.
She is bragging at this point on how unfamiliar she is with this story.
The reality is that the cartoon was made 85 years ago, and therefore it's extremely dated when it comes to the ideas of women being in roles of power.
Also, the fact that she's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's the proactive one, and she's the one who set the terms. is what makes it so relevant to where we are today.
They're really proud of that, huh? She's not going to be saved by the prince because she's brave and independent. Shut up. They are making a complete new movie. Why is this called Snow White? Why destroy childhoods when you can make another movie and let Snow White alone? Well, at least they can be inclusive and have dwarfs playing the seven dwarfs, right? I am speechless. At this point, they don't even care about the characters or plot. They're using the name Snow White just for recognition.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that is
not going to be saved by the prince.
You already said that. She's not going to be saved by the prince. We get it.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows she can be, and the leader that her late father told her that she could be if she was fearless, fair, brave, and true.
She's really going to randomly wake up like, oh shit, I'm strong and independent. And she also goes on Twitter to repost stuff like, we don't need men. Men are stupid. Which is, I don't have to tell you this, but nonsense.
My threshold for like bullshit with men is just, I don't have one anymore. I just don't care.
But also, imagine, I don't know, Johnny Depp, prior to the movie, goes on Twitter reposting stuff like, women are bad, useless and stupid. Yeah, that will be crazy. She also hates her fans. Listen to this.
Fun thing to be part of.
Incredible.
Especially now you go to, well, you can't even go to Disneyland anymore. Have you ever been to that Snow White ride at Disneyland?
I get stopped for photos every time I'm online for the Snow White ride, and it is I have to pretend like, oh God, well, crazy that we're in front of this.
Wait, how often are you in line for the Snow White ride?
I'm a narcissist.
Yeah, being self-aware on being a narcissist is not quirky or fun. You are the face of Snow White. Of course children will ask you to make photos of you.
Hello fellow humans, it's me Pino. Totally didn't forget to record this part. Anyways, Rachel just posted an apology video, so let's watch it.
I watched it once and then I never picked it up again.
Video is gonna get taken out of context, and I know that at this point I can't really stop people from doing that because that's what my whole existence on the internet is just me being taken out of context. And
To stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed on. I'm a narcissist.
There is literally no way this can be taken out of context. That is what you said, Rachel, and you cannot change it. She also states that she is getting hate and even death threats, which is never an option to choose.
I never want it to come off as me being ungrateful for the opportunities I have. I can also be having the greatest time and simultaneously wishing people would stop sending me death threats.
Right. Every time that a celebrity gets like one DM that says KYS, they're like, I'm getting death threats. Someone save me, but not a prince. Don't
anybody but a prince.
Don't you dare save me.
She's like, I'm getting these death threats, and the cops were like, well, save yourself. Like,
yeah, you're a girl
I saw
boss,
that.
aren't you?
I saw that interview. Save yourself. You'll be fine.
People say that it's fake, and she made that video only to make you feel bad for her. If that is true, that would be not a poggers moment. At the end of the day, she is still pretty young, so that might be the reason she acts like this. Please don't go harass her, because that wouldn't be epic. Back at the 100% epic gamer human Pino.
That make the journey really incredible.
I know I'm almost wrapped, but I quickly have to ask you about the Hunger Games prequel. I am
Anyways, let me guys know what you think. That's all for today. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see ya in the next one.